Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy Saka, I've been praising since day one. Someone who has a great versatility in his game, the right attitude, very clever in how he operates around the pitch. And I think he has the potential to excel in most attacking positions. But when it comes down to it, I'd actually love to see him operate in a number 10 for a spell. I think he could thrive there.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Oh no, this does not look good. Ricci. Now it's Saka. Can he get on the end of this? Van Nistelrooy. That is lovely. He is through here. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Palmer. Fernandes knocks it into space. Oh, played through for the wide man. And they've got a throw. And that's going to be a goal kick.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
And he's picked it up out wide, cross to the back post, climbs up big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. Schlotterbeck, not the most accurate pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Zaire Emery conjures time and space where few can. Looking for the run. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Now this decent chance! They've scored! The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
After 25 minutes is number 7, David Villa.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's got away, he's having a go! The referee's awarded a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. So a chance here, what can they make of it? So a genuine chance to increase the lead. Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Can he get it through? And he's running through, and Van Nistelrooy! Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And it's Zaire Emery. No, that's been intercepted. Van Nistelrooy. And a chance! They've scored! And the lead lasts no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Chelsea grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Fernandes. Now, can they get him away? Zaire Emery. And it's Zaire Emery. Looking to play him in. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Villa deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And we have our very first corner. That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. That's good vision. And he's there to clear it. Challenged just a bit on the foot. Tries from a long way out. Looking for options for movement. Mbappe.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Zaire Emery. That's a shade optimistic. He's going to be disappointed with that. Zaire Emery. Raul. David Villa. Shoots! Oh, it's hit the post! So... And it's half-time here. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
The latest travel information is currently being displayed on the screen.
So we're into the second 45. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Chelsea trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defence.
Tries a shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Chelsea go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
David Villa. David Villa! Loose ball, and the keeper couldn't hold it. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Zaire Emery actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Liverpool have their second corner now. Roll! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Ricci. Raul. Now it's Mbappe. delivery from Mbappe. That is a brilliant interception. Sarr. That pass has been well intercepted. There's a sharp little ball here. And that pass isn't the best. And it's Zaire Emery. Tries to pass it through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Threads one in. Schlotterbeck promptly onto that, and that is that. Now that looks a decent ball. He's in plenty of space here. And it's hoisted clear. Struck first time.
Substitutions taking place.
Not quite.
Ricci clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
He's through, now is he in? Chance! And the ball's come loose here. Hazard plays it in low. Liverpool are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, that's well spotted. Raul, who needs just a moment to score a goal. David Villa, great ball, shot a goal! It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
After 70 minutes is
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
So there's going to be another change here. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Bellingham. He won't be happy with that one.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And this is Iwobi. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
substitution on the field. Number 2, Fernandez. Coming on to replace him is
Irwin.
number 8, Eduardo Camavinga.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ricci kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Irwin tries to play it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Now it's Messi. Now this could be a chance. Messi is fouled. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Coming on the field.
Yeah, it's an
is
invitation to go for
number
goal that
21,
you just can't resist.
Bellingham, and the shot! It's in! And the comeback is complete! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
After 84 minutes is
And
number
very
22,
quickly, the substitute
Bellingham.
made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Liverpool take the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Van Nistelrooy. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
6 added minutes has been
Yeah,
indicated.
he's fouled him there. And he is going into that little black book. And it's Bellingham. He's having a shot! He's got a goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And that has been clubbed away. Aimed beyond the defence. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that is a little undercooked. And that is as far as it goes. Liverpool have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. The end of the game. Reflections?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody,
night,
and
all the
welcome to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here.
For me, Peter, Albert Ferrer was one of the very best defenders of the 1990s.
And of course he played in that most famous of all Catalan dream teams.
Yeah, not one of its most glamorous members maybe, but definitely one of the most important.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Ronaldinho is in a really good position out wide. And he's there to get it away. Bernardo Silva, and the shot! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Liverpool presented with a golden opportunity here. This for the lead. Fantastic save, Ter Stegen. Park Ji-sung does well to get it back. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Messi. And he's intervened well there. Adams. Irwin. That is a great pick out. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
That's the throw. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He has found a way through. And Romario! He's beaten the last man. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very...
Bernardo Silva! Oh, he's been caught napping. This time, surely. And that's a throw-in. That is ended up in no man's land. Threads one. He's had a shot! Park Ji-sung is one of... Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Schneider.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Albert Ferrer deals with that comfortably. It's a searching pass. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's found a way through. Chance for a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Araujo gets it away. Nicely spread. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, no joy this time. Up Ji-sung, and it's Messi. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Shot a goal! He wasn't that far away.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Tries to pass it through. Romario was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Marmoush.
Marmoush really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Schneider. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He shoots! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Climbs up big! Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Romario. Messi. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gets a good foot in there. Messi. Messi goes on a charge down the left. Albert Ferrer knocks it into space.
There will be 1 minute added
Referee's
time.
had a good look and given a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Volunteers for each block.
Reflections
Please
on the
report to
first
staff
half?
room immediately.
Well, I would say, Peter, that the scoreline isn't entirely reflective of that first half. There's been a decent ebb and flow. The penalty obviously jumps out as the moment, but there's plenty of time left to see things change.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Substitutions taking place.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
It's Ronaldinho! That's another chance! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
No way through. Looking to play him in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Frimpong. Rodri.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Ronaldinho has been caught there, it's a foul. Tries to play it through. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Ronaldinho. Musiala. And this is Marmoush. Pinches it off him. Araujo cuts it out. Great vision.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, they've got it again. Oh, nicely intercepted. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Now it's Romario. Can he get on the end of this? And the pass is intercepted. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Messi is fouled. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Saliba. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Frimpong. Nicely shaped ball. Albert Ferrer promptly onto that, and that is that.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nicked it back promptly. Messi. Can he spark a counter here? There's no flag. He's picked his way through. And a shot! That's really well cleared. Bernardo Silva is the team's great visionary. Schneider played into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it...
Can he finish? Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. It's a mighty effort! No, not the best of headers.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Bernardo Silva. Coming on to replace him is number 11, Messi.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Liverpool have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Well timed, excellent interception. More and more pressure on the ball here. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Floated through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Messi in acres of space out wide. Big header! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Liverpool have it back and can go again. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Corner number 2 then. Good effort from distance. Oh, that was no routine save.
Frimpong clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 3 coming up. And he shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Can he stop it going out? And he whips it across. Saliba attempts a clearance. Takes a shot! It's in! And late in the day, a telling moment.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So the first goal. Ronaldinho! He's got away with one there.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
Coming on the field is number
There's the
14,
header!
Amrabat.
He will be livid with himself.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
I think we're just about done here. Rosicki is in a really good position out wide. And it's Ronaldinho.
4 added
Can he
minutes
get it
has been
through?
indicated.
Oh, that's clever. Liverpool have reclaimed it. Shot, surely! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to...
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Liverpool can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the
Hello,
promise
everybody,
of a
and
match that
welcome
will
to
really
today's
get the
match.
juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I'm a real fan of this guy, Ruben Dias. Portugal do have the reputation, not just of producing great wingers, but great centre-halves too. And I see him as the latest in line. OK, he can be quite conservative, and he won't wow you with inch-perfect long-range passes, but he's incredibly solid.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
And here's Alvarez.
Good read, needed to be.
And he's had it nicked away. Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Gundogan threads one in. Alvarez. Shot, surely! It's there!
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Mbappe!
Ruben Dias. Akanji. Mbappe gets a foot in here. Iwobi picks it up out wide. Gundogan.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. There's no flag. Alvarez was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Gets good distance on it. That'll be a throw-in.
And it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Alvarez.
Alvarez finds himself offside.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Bernardo Silva.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
That has been cut short. Looking to play him in. Schneider. And this is Bernardo Silva. Quality ball.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Good ball, good take. Foden is onto this.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Alvarez.
With a real chance here.
So a genuine chance to increase the lead.
De Bruyne!
Now who's going to be first? He's having a hit! And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Adams wins the duel this time. Alvarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Frimpong. Iwobi. De Bruyne. No, he refuses to take the bait. And no, that was never going to make it. Tries to pass it through. No, he's just misjudged that one. Iwobi, he's tried one! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Iwobi is offering a wry smile there.
He gets big! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Foden. And it's Frimpong.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
It's a good ball out wide. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that was vital. De Bruyne. Gundogan. Now this could be a chance. Looking for the run. He can run onto that. So much time and space here. Oh, what has happened here? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Iwobi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Not the most accurate pass. Gundogan. Shifted it to the flank. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Iwobi going face-to-face with his great rival. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Time and again they are repelled. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Iwobi. Ruben Dias. For De Bruyne. Smoothly does it. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. And he has been fouled there. And it's De Bruyne. Liverpool still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. And he's there to retrieve it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And a chance! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Yeah, that looks a decent ball.
He's being urged to shoot.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And this is Mahrez. Ronaldinho.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now it's Mbappe.
Rodri.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing.
And he's forced to go back. Ruben Dias.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has been slung wide. Now there's a chance for a shot!
And it's Iwobi. And here's De Bruyne.
Oh, good spread. That has not gone well. It's a really well-measured ball. That has ended up in no man's land.
Substitutions taking place.
De Bruyne demonstrating his defensive quality there. Oh, important interception.
Bernardo Silva.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And Mahrez! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. No outsmarting him this time. And the pass is intercepted.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's quick to snatch it back. He's shifting through the gears here. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's made its way to him. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution in progress.
Liverpool making consecutive changes here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was...
Oh, what a mistake! It's loose. He's having a shot! It's there! And what a climax we have here! Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Liverpool give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
He has a look up. Foden. And he was quick to react. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.
Liverpool were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort
Fellow attendees,
unrewarded.
this is a lost children's announcement.
Thoughts on what we've just
Please
seen?
keep your
Well, you can
eyes on
never
your children
predict the
during
results
match at all
of these
times.
games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
It's a pretty loose pass. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Looking for options for movement. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Now it's Batistuta.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Oh, can he get onto this? Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Hernandez. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Tries to play it through. Kimmich.
Plays a sharp little ball here. And Hullet!
Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Goes for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Hakimi play.
And the shot!
Looking for a runner. Kimmich. Liverpool yet to have an attempt on goal. Hernandez. Irwin cuts out the pass. Picked out, and the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Now it's Raul. He's got away. Raul tries a shot! In he goes again! He will be livid with himself. No, that's been intercepted. Well timed, excellent interception. Threads one in.
Tries to pass it.
Shot, surely! And he's done it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
David Villa!
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Batistuta. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Irwin. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. That's a lovely, neat pass. Kimmich.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Great vision.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Brilliantly cut out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Bernardo Silva is always looking to break lines. Look at the space here. That's going to go a long way. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. He slings... Oh, smashing header! Ricci. Rijkaard. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Liverpool are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. That gets things going for the second half. Liverpool carrying a one-goal lead.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Now he's got space here. Well read, nice interception. Park Ji-sung, whatever he had in mind, that was not it. In with the challenge. Zaire Emery charging forward, the ball at his feet. Kimmich. Hakimi. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Celtic clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Crunching tackle. And he's there to belt it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Liverpool are ahead here by what is still the only goal. And he's in on goal. Shoots! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Celtic have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. That has not gone well. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Ambitious ball here. That's beautifully weighted. Batistuta looks to get on the end of this. He's through here. Batistuta has it out wide and in space.
Celtic really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
That's a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Bernardo Silva. Coming on the field is number
Park Ji-sung
20,
tries looking up for
Messi.
options on the left. Park Ji-sung, quick look, then plays it in. Here comes Cristiano Ronaldo! Mbappe. And that's a throw-in. That's going right the way across. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Shot a goal! Well, that is remarkable.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
Number 11, Mbappe. Coming on to replace him is number 21, Rashford.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Rashford. Into the last quarter of an hour. That pass just didn't quite work. Iwobi does really well to win the ball there.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Hakimi. Park Ji-sung. He's found some space. Park Ji-sung. And the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? And again! He's scored! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Certain, searing, and imperious.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the pass is intercepted. Always onto this. And the counter is on. He's picked his way through.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Iwobi gets into a good position. David Villa finds himself offside. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
There will be
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Five minutes to add. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pass somewhat off target. It's Park Ji-sung. That looks a good ball through. He's having a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
All hands on deck for this one. Celtic with another corner. Desperate defending required here. Terrific header! And that has been clubbed away. Now that looks a decent ball. Crosses it in. Oh, what a climb! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Liverpool pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I've been really impressed by this guy, Marmoush, who I expect to be amongst the goals here, Peter. He's, for me, very much the complete package. Great operating alone or in a partnership, but I prefer to see him play off somebody. That's when you really get to see his skills, not just as a finisher, but as someone who initiates as well.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Tries to get it, struck first time.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Neatly clipped into space.
Oh, cracking ball.
There's the shot! Oh, it's in! Save the best for last! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Adams gets across and deals with it.
Oh, he's burst through!
Driving through the middle. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick.
Raul. Now it's Villa. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nice looking ball. And he's intervened well there. He won't be happy with that one. That ball looks a good one. He's picked his way through.
Oh, good spread. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Looking for a runner. Cleared away.
David Villa is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, that is a nice touch. Has a shot! Really well taken goal.
Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Taken back almost at once.
He's through here.
That has ended up in no man's land.
It's gone behind for a goal kick. He's shifting through the gears. Goes for goal!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Marmoush is, of course, well known for his dancing feet.
And he's had a hit!
And the ball's come loose here. Not the most accurate pass.
A heavy challenge. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now he's off and running. No way through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Liverpool are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Ricci tries to pass it through. Ricci. Bernardo Silva. Searching pass he's played there. Schlotterbeck cuts out the pass. Plays a sharp little ball here. Messi. He came in hard, very hard.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Maldini herring after the ball here. It's come through and Messi! Oh, what about that? Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Milan find a position of real strength now.
Has been indicated.
Mbappe. Raul. Costa Curta cannot be beaten that easily. He's in plenty of space here. He's got away. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit to our official store, where memorabilia from today's match are now available.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Bernardo Silva.
And the action is back underway.
To replace him is
Liverpool
number 20,
changed their lineup for the second
Messi.
half. A reaction, no doubt, to the half-time score. Marmoush. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Now it's Mbappe. That's an imaginative pass. And they've got rid. Liverpool come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Now that's well seen too. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Zaire Emery. Liverpool looking to pass their way through. Schlotterbeck. Rummenigge takes control of it and he's on the move. He's having a go! Magnificent! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. He could be in here, and he has been fouled there. Yellow or red? It is red. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction. Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
Coming on the field is number 2.
Oh, there was plenty on that. Almost an hour gone. Milan have a free kick. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Liverpool are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Tries to play it through. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
Substitution on the field. Number 23, Raul. Number 11, Mbappe. Coming on the field, number 22, Bellingham. Number 17.
That is good
Iwobi.
strength. And he's being shifted off it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's a little off target. Great vision. That pass isn't the best. Liverpool will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Rummenigge on 2 now and looking for 3. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That's really well manoeuvred. And no, he's seen through all of that.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Strong running down that left flank. And he's on a charge. Shot a goal! Law finds himself offside.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Defending was strong and firm. He's found the way through. He's going for goal. Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
Out of play for a throw. He's in space and looking for options. He's dribbled past his man here. Played into the box. Oh, smashing header! Decent chance, that is a fine delivery.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Araujo simply refused to be outdone there. Now it's Villa. Caught offside that time.
Substitutions taking place.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Bellingham has been caught there, it's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Number 50.
Messi taking charge of the dead ball. Looking to widen the gap
10,
even further here.
Substitution.
No, got right underneath it. Aims beyond the defence, and this is Iwobi. Oh, super ball! Can he finish? And he hits the net! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
They're still trying to make a game of this.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Looking to play him in. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. Can he get on the end of this? And he was quick to react.
Pretty robust defending.
The ball's gone astray. Veron. And it's Zaire Emery. Thuram with a fine tackle. Now it's Messi. Law. Milan are looking to break at pace. Chips it through. Just the goalkeeper. Law! Oh, that's incredible! Milan. And that will be it. Liverpool have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
And we come to you now.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all...